Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'll be reviewing the Toyota Crown Platinum. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Brent Brown Toyota here in Orem, Utah for giving me some time with this Crown. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. I'm also going to include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. So powering this is a turbocharged 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that's paired to a hybrid system and a 6-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 29 around town and then 32 on the highway, with power outputs being 340 horsepower combined. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see the distinctive lines there on either side. You've got the Toyota badge front and center, and then I love the headlight design on the Crown. I think it's really sharp looking. See the turn signal indicator. Notice the grill's mostly closed off. Pretty cool effect there overall. And so yeah, putting it all together, the white in contrast to the blacked out elements looks good. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 225 by 45 by 21 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you got the silver with the blacked out elements, and then I love the fender flare here, and you can see that trim continues along the side, and then you have that piece that's painted black. Nice silver trim around the windows. And there's a side profile. Pretty sleek, right? And then this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the opening for the hatch, the Toyota logo. And it says Crown there on the back. Kind of hard to see, but pop it open. Now popping into the rear, we've got these tabs that throw down the seats. And storage space back here is really solid, actually. See, pretty big in the rear. And then when you're all done, just press this button right here and that will actually lower the trunk right back down. We've got this cool light bar design here in the back with the Toyota logo. You've got all of your badging there at the bottom, parking sensors. And I think this design on the Platinum is a lot cleaner than the original design with like the blacked out trunk and everything. This just, it's more uniform. Now take a look at the door panel. It's actually soft touch here at the top and then down below. And this is where you notice it's very Lexus-like in here. Got the window control here, heated seat control. And then look at these seats, like these are straight out of a Lexus. Very fancy. And then quickly pop in. Legroom back here, it's good. Got a little storage pocket. We've got vents here, we've got some USB ports as well. And then headroom with the sunroof. It does kind of come down a little bit, but it's not too bad. Now take a look at the front door panel. You can see again, soft touch here, and then same thing down below. Look at that, that's like straight out of a Lexus. We've got all of our mirror adjustments, memory seat function, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then here's the front seat. Really cool design. All of our adjustments there on the side, and this is cool with the trim. And then the steering wheel's power adjustable. Now take a look at the steering wheel. You can see soft touch all around. We got paddle shifters here on the back for the 6-speed. We got a bunch of practical controls, including our adaptive cruise control, lane centering. We've got our volume and voice command controls as well. And then you can see traditional stocks on the back. Now taking a look at the gauge cluster, fully digital. You can scroll through and see different bits of info on systems within the car. And we also have our drive mode select, which is pretty cool. It shows you a little animation with every single mode. So in reverse, we do have a 360 camera system, and I think that's always nice to have with the bird's eye view and everything. Good resolution as well. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, quick response time, the screen. So that also makes it a bit more user-friendly. Nice trim here on the dash, same thing down below. And I guess we'll quickly take a look at the glove box. Yeah, pretty normal, nothing crazy happening there. Dual zone climate with heated and ventilated seats, so that's a nice thing. We've got our wireless phone charging pad, that's for the camera view button right there. Parking assist, got some USB ports right here. And then shifter for the 6-speed automatic. Got stability control here, drive mode select, parking brake, kind of more storage. And then this has Toyota's Trick Center console where it goes either way. Isn't that interesting? But good storage inside. And then we do have a big panoramic sunroof. So here's a quick look at the window sticker, 2025 Platinum. You got all the standard equipment, a few options with this one. $57,982. You gotta pay to play if you want the Lexus Toyota, right? Let's see how it performs. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off in the Crown Platinum. This is a cool car. It's very interesting, right? I mean, ultimately this should have a Lexus badge on it. And it's always interesting when Toyota does that, where it seems like sometimes they just develop a car to develop it, and then after the fact they're like, okay, is this Toyota or Lexus? They're like, you know, we'll make this one Toyota, this one a Lexus. Sometimes it seems kind of arbitrary with the badging, and this one definitely so, because again, you look at this interior, how this drives, it's very much so like a Lexus. That is for sure. And so let's talk about how this drives. First off, very comfortable with the ride. Great torque out of that powertrain. And it's just smooth. It's very smooth. See, steering is great. And I did a comparison with one of these against the new Toyota Camry hybrid. So I did not the Platinum version of the Crown, but it's like an XLE, but it had the, you know, what I call the Prius engine, Prius powertrain in the Crown. And what I noticed with those is that the Crown definitely felt more luxurious. Like it felt a little bit more luxury, a little bit quieter. And so that's what you're getting with the Crown versus Toyota's other products. It seems like there's more sound deadening. Ride quality seems to be a little bit better. And obviously it's, you know, lifted a little bit, so you've got some clearance where you don't have that in Toyota's sedans. So it kind of all comes together. But it's a nice experience with the drive. It's very not Toyota-like, I suppose, in a way, with how this drives. That's why it's always confusing with the badging on it. And the torque's really good with this engine. This isn't even the most powerful, you know, version of this 2.4 turbo. It's one of the less powerful versions, actually. Now I think about the horsepower's up there, but the torque is on the lower side of things compared to some of the other cars that this powertrain's in, like the new Tacoma, for example. RIP to my tripod. Okay, let's get it. Woo! Yeah, it's so responsive, because you get, so what happens is you get the electric power, and then, you know, at the same time that you're getting that electric power and it's starting to taper off, the RPMs are getting high enough that you get into the turbos, so it's kind of like more linear power band. Hybrids work really well with turbocharged engines, I think, with kind of filling in the torque gaps. I mean, the best example of that's the Acura NSX, the new one that's been discontinued now, but that one was a perfect example of a hybrid filling in torque gaps. Yeah, it drives well. So, Toyota Crown, interesting car. Why should you buy this? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. So, you look at the price point this is at, you look at the features it has, and the size this is, it's kind of similar to the Lexus NX. And I think that's why it doesn't have a Lexus badge, by the way. Because if it did have a Lexus badge, then there'd be a lot, people would be really confused. Like, why not just get an NX? So why not just get an NX? Difference with styling and just how the interior is set up with the dimensions and everything. The NX is more traditional crossover. This is like a sedan crossover mix up. It's very interesting. And then performance and fuel economy. So the Lexus NX, you know, at this price point, you're gonna have either Toyota's Prius-like powertrain with a hybrid, or you're gonna have this engine without the hybrid. They don't have a Lexus NX with the 2.4 turbo and the hybrid. So if you want more performance and fuel economy than what you get in the standard NX, and less fuel economy but more performance you get in the NX hybrid, then that's kind of where this sits. So I think that's probably why it doesn't have a Lexus badge. It's because they're probably the NX. But that's kind of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want to see a comparison, NX versus Crown. There is a Lexus dealer over in Linden. I'm trying to think. Well, there's Lexus and Toyota Murray. So I could put that together with, because those dealers are right next to each other. So yeah, let me know on that. Let me know if you guys want me to do NX versus Crown once there's more availability with this new 25 Crown, and I can do that. But that's all.